How's it going, all you guys and girls in the Illumination? Time to jump aboard the Loom train. It's me, it's JJD, Double J, the Illuminator here, also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames, but we won't get into that right now. I want to talk today about family. And basically what I mean is families in general, not particularly my family. I'll use my family as a resource to be able to talk about what I know, but I know about what I talk about because it's about my own family, so that's what I know. But unless you are in the minority here, families are a lot smaller than they used to be. Families in my grandparents' time, on my mother's side, my grandmother was one of four. My grandfather was one of, well, initially it was, I believe, 7, but it really was 10 because his father had 3 kids from a previous marriage that his wife passed away. But on my father's side, each of my grandparents were one of 9. So families were a lot different back then. A lot of people say that there was a lot less to do back then because there was no television, there was no this, that, and the other thing. So that's why families were bigger, because you had to do something for fun. Wink, wink. I don't know. I think that families nowadays, there just isn't the need for a bigger family in most cases. I'm not saying that if you have a big family that there's anything wrong with that. I just think as a whole, there's no need for people to have kids out of necessity, because we don't have as many farms as we used to in this country, and we don't have as many we don't have as big a need to have the helpers around the house. Although it definitely would help around my house, but no, I mean, honestly, when it comes to families, in general, families are smaller. But I think if you're from a bigger family now, you should definitely feel blessed in a way. When depends on how you look at it, obviously, like anything else, you could be on this side of the fence or that side of the fence. But smaller families nowadays seem to be the norm for some. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know a kid who's one of 17, okay? That is definitely in the extreme minority nowadays. But there's also, I know a kid that's one of 10. But most people are lucky if they have a brother and a sister. Some just have a brother, some just have a sister. Some are an only child. So when it comes to family, you really have to look back and say, is there a reason that my parents didn't have more kids? Sometimes they can't. Sometimes it's not about not wanting, it's about not having. And that's all up to God. But if you're from a big family, I salute you. I commend you, because it's really something that a lot of people don't know anything about nowadays, because they've never lived through it. But my grandparents definitely know what that's about. And I think that's another reason why families are smaller and families are not as tight nowadays, because when you lose a member of the family, the whole family it unravels, because there's not enough people there to pick up the pieces. I don't know. What do you guys think? I love you all. Take care. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back.
Please, sir, I want some more.